It's really helpful. You should really do it. The rewards really help you along the way.
I met Sam, actually I was his dental hygienist, and I was screening him and doing all of his evaluations and recognized that Sam had a tongue tie. And then I was able to assess his chew swallow and noticed that he also had a tongue thrust. When I approached Mom and Dad about referring him to be evaluated for OMT, Mom had mentioned to me that they had some concerns for Sam's speech.
I am Sarah Banner, and I pursued OMT therapy for my son Sam because he was having some speech problems, and it was recommended to us from our dentist, Gerber, to come and check out OMT therapy.
I'm Samuel Banner, and I pursued OMT to correct my speech and to help with my breathing problems.
We went through about 30 weeks of therapy with Cindy, and it was a great experience. We had really clear directions every week onto what to practice, and Sam did a great job of really dedicating himself to the exercises, making sure that we are on task, and really making good strides towards resolution.
Working with Sam was so much fun. He always had something to say at his appointments, kept it very entertaining, so I really enjoyed working with Sam, and he had a fantastic result. He worked really hard through his program, and he also needed to have a frenectomy procedure done to release the tongue.
When Sam entered into 5th grade, he was still experiencing some pretty severe speech problems, but it wasn't something that we could address with a speech therapist. We had gone down that route, and it wasn't the solution for us. We didn't want him to go into his teen years still having those problems and not getting them addressed. And I also knew the benefits of a healthy mouth posture and how much that can affect your life as you move forward into adulthood.
The frenectomy procedure had a big impact on releasing the tongue and allowing us to be able to then retrain the tongue so that we could correct the thrust. A lot of his speech issues were coming from the thrust action of his tongue and with his swallow posture. We had great results through the frenectomy, and then were able to correct the tongue thrust and his tongue posture. Sam did have some airway issues and some concerns with his breathing at night, with some occasional mouth breathing, and even his sister complaining that she could hear him breathing sometimes.
Yeah, it was a great decision, and I'm happy that he has the tongue tie resolved. He even had problems when he was a baby with nursing, but as a first-time mother, I didn't know what those problems were connected to, and the information wasn't available.
His mouth is closed, he's breathing through his nose, and his chew-swallow pattern has been corrected as well. He's not thrusting his tongue anymore.
I think if you're willing to put in the time and effort, it's a great resource that's non-invasive for the most part, that you can see within a year some pretty dramatic changes. I hope that more families, even with younger children, are able to take advantage of it.
I experienced that it was really helpful, and it was pretty easy once you got started, but there were some hard parts along the way, but it was worth it in the end.
All in all, I think Sam had great results through his therapy, and it was such a pleasure to work with him and his family. If you think you or your child could benefit from therapy, please feel free to reach out to us at Cumberland OMT, and we'll be happy to answer any questions and provide a consultation and screening.